yeah, exactly. They can't beat us in PvP. They can't beat us at BGS, and so they're using a grief
Hold on,
list.
hold on. If you beat them in PvP, why are you doing this in private group?
Well, he's fighting both of them. Marcus Call was in his Ferdy and Jordo Man was in his Vet. Okay, and he's fighting both of them on his own in a third lance. He's clean, they're not. They're killing people in the CG Hazres. Obviously, he's not. He's just doing what ESR do. And Pucus and OG Hobo drop in cutters, literally nuke Dark Dragon Knight as he's about to kill Marcus Call. And he's on low shields because he's got a vet on his tail. They blow up Dark Dragon Knight, 07 the other two griefers, and then fly away.
Hello.
So that was the first one. You're right there, Black Spartan. Yeah, and then the next one...
Before you continue, it's not... Fuck, what's the word? So the kill on Dark Dragon Knight was not legitimate, you say?
No, it wasn't.
Why not? He's a known combat logger.
Because that's called witch hunting. If you look at Frontier's code of conduct, you can get banned for that. So I would stop calling people combat loggers.
Witch hunting is if you kill a person
Nope.
over and over and
Do you want
over
me to pull it up
again
now?
the same day.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
pull it up.
Nope. I'll pull it up now. Bear with me. Because they have also said that it's also reportable and bannable for player shaming as well.
Well, shaming combat loggers is legit because there is a topic on their own official forums on Reddit and on Facebook. On official forums, you have a wall of shame for people
You're not allowed
who combat log.
You're not allowed to.
Yet it exists on official forums.
Hang on. If no one's reported the forum though, then the admins can't remove it, can they? Right, hang on.
I'm cool with Dark Dragon Knight personally, but I can understand why other people kill him.
Marco, my standpoint is people that gets butthurt because someone combat log is like, oh, I can't kill you, dude. Just class that as a win.
Right.
Be the person.
Listen. This is the code of conduct, okay? You agree not to be insulting to any person via obscene, offensive, hateful, inflammatory comments via the in-game text or voice communications. Use sexually explicit, blah 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 blah, and the rest of it's all just about racism stuff like that. Do not divulge personal details. Do not impersonate another player. Won't go into those. Zero tolerance policy on pornography. We don't need to go into that either. No spam. Right. No witch hunts / mob mentality hunts. We do not permit the use of comms in game to be used for witch hunts or mob mentality griefing. This is essentially the inverse of naming and shaming, where people will try to bait other players into ratting people out. Commanders' names. Gamers' names must adhere to the blah, 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 so that's irrelevant as well. No naming and shaming. We do not allow naming and shaming discussions or types of communications deemed naming and shaming in the game. Naming and shaming is an act of publicly naming someone and ridiculing them or accusing them of something. It's against their code of conduct.
So is combat logging. Yet those topics exist on Facebook, official forums, and Reddit.
Yeah,
nothing has done about, and yet developers as members on those same
Marco,
pages.
Listen, Marco. I'm a compliance officer, so this is what I do for a living. Okay. Yeah. It goes on to say that they withhold all rights to penalise players for a breach of the code of conduct. In other words, if someone combat logs, you do nothing about it. They deal with it, not you. It's not your right. It's their right. And if you take their rights out of their hands by naming and shaming, they're coming after you as well. Because it's not your right.
Hold on. When somebody combat logged, they ask for proof. That's why those pages exist.
Yeah.
Gets put on that page.
Exactly. No. You're supposed to open a ticket with Frontier and send it directly to them.
Okay, I have a YouTube channel.
Trust me, man.
Try reporting me. Just try it.
Well, I don't want to do that because it will work.
I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
Marco, can you wait?
Marco, mate, listen, I'm not doing that because it will work, mate. Trust me.
I just want to.
If I copied the link of one of your YouTube videos, which is, let's say for example, you know, like I don't know if you've got one like this. I doubt you have. So and so is a combat logger, so we're going to kill him for combat logging. If you had a video like that. And it showed you like repeatedly killing
Great Rex.
And we've lost Great Rex.
Yes.
What? But didn't he used to grief at the same time as well? Like, and wasn't he wanted when you found him?
No, he combat logged on my... He interdicts me, Corvette and a cutter. I was in a FAS. Then he runs, and then he combat logs. And that's what I call the video, fighting combat loggers or some shit.
Mark, can I say something?
Yes, por favor.
The one thing I hate about the community, I'm sorry, but is that mentality where, oh, especially if it's like a new player and they're getting griefed by someone and they combat log and now they're getting witch hunt.
No, that's...
Mike,
I'm against that. If it's a new player,
right,
okay, it's
listen,
weak killing new players.
Here's where it says it. Here's where it says it, Marco. Important. Frontier reserves the right to change or add these rules without notice. All rules are interpreted, judged, and enforced at the discretion of the moderators only. So if you suspect someone is combat logging, you report it to a moderator. You do nothing else, because if you post it on social media, that's shaming. If you go after them to kill them for combat logging, that is witch hunting.
The game has been out for how long? 3 or 4 years? There are legit huge lists of combat loggers. Nobody in those years has been banned for that. Smiling Dog Crew, what do you think they do on their fucking channel?
They're a bunch
Nothing
of
has
griefers
happened.
themselves.
Nothing has happened, and nothing will.
No, nobody's reporting them directly to Frontier. This is the problem. If you report it on YouTube, YouTube will look for explicit content. They will look for copyright content, and that's about it. If you copy the link and open a ticket directly with Frontier, yeah, but if you do that, like I say, what Frontier do is the first time round they send you a ticket back to the person who did it, and they will say to that person, you know what you're doing is shaming, etc., etc. Stop doing it, or we will take action. The same as if you report someone for being a combat logger, they message that person and they say, I can't remember what it is because I remember Lost Great Rex got a message about it, but it's something along the lines of, you know, we've detected and had reported to us multiple occasions of you disconnecting during combat. If you have problems with your connection, please follow the link below to, you know, test your connection and check it is suitable for our game. Please bear in mind that this is a direct breach of the code of conduct and is a punishable offence to combat log during the game. It is deemed an exploit. The second time, busted. Do you see what I mean? So listen, dude, if your YouTube channel uses the same email address as your Xbox Live account and somebody reports you over and over again for witch hunting or shaming, they will end up taking you out of the game. Like I think it's like a month ban or something like that. They withhold all rights to Frontier and to Elite Dangerous. So the guy who just
cheated in a game will not get punished, but a guy who proves it,
oh no,
if the other one cheated.
Listen, this is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, like if you report a combat logger to Frontier, you've done the right thing. Okay, there's nothing in their code of conduct about not snitching. Okay, they want you to do that. They want you to open tickets with them and say, right, look, here's a game clip. The guy fucking combat logged. You know, he's done this multiple times now. I can provide more evidence.
Yeah.
With that one piece of evidence, they will contact that gamer by opening a ticket with them and will say, look, you know, like the message that I told you about a second ago. If you report them for it again or multiple times, eventually they will get themselves a ban from the Frontier server. Okay, because like I said, that's where Frontier have all their power. They withhold all the rights on the Frontier server.
Tell me this.
Now, if you upload videos onto YouTube, which are witch hunting and shaming, they can't touch your YouTube channel, but they can ban you in game for what you're doing. It's the same as the Uncut page on Facebook. If you go on there and you start saying, oh, such and such Commander so-and-so is a complete arsehole, he done this, he done that, rah, 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 and somebody screenshots that and reports it to Frontier, you can get in trouble if they're able to prove that your Facebook account is linked to the same email address as what your Xbox Live account is.
Okay.
Because they ban the email address.
Let's pretend Elite is real life. I'm just gonna exaggerate in my example, yeah? But before I do this, do we agree that the developers know about those Wall of Shame lists? They know about it, yeah? Do we agree?
Potentially, I don't know.
Alright. I'm the almighty ruler of this world. I know the list exists. And I don't want that, like, it's against my rules to make such list. Why am I so stupid not to punish all those people who keep doing it all these years?
Right,
why don't they do anything about it?
I've just
gone on to the
hang on, I've just gone on to the list. 1 second, I've got to turn off my proxy server though, otherwise can't get onto the forum. 2 seconds.
Even I posted videos there, multiple ones. A motherfucker combat logged on while I was in a Sidewinder, he was an Anaconda. That shit has to be on that list.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I've just looked on the thread now, Marco. There is no moderator or developer comments on that thread, so it's not been reported. It's not been reported.
It's a subreddit. Anybody can see it, and the developers are on the official subreddit from Elite Dangerous also.
Oh no, the Frontier forum, like I say, they are on here, but like I say, like they don't just troll every single thread, like constantly looking for problems. It has to be reported to them. Now I'm looking on here, and I haven't yet seen a single commander name, so there's nothing to report.
You can call it.
Yeah, no, but Marco, this is the thing though, like I say, remember, there is a fine line between uploading game content, which is like posting a game clip of someone combat logging, and then naming and shaming or witch hunting. There's a line that you cross. So if I have a game clip of somebody combat logging on my activity feed, and someone goes, copies that and posts it to Frontier and says, this guy's naming and shaming. No, I'm not. I've made a game clip of something which has happened in game. Okay, but if my game clip says Commander so-and-so is a dirty combat logger, everybody go after him and kill him. Yeah, and then they reported
nobody
that to Frontier,
says everybody
I would
go
get
kill
in
him.
trouble.
Nobody says that.
Exactly. Yeah, well, you say that, but listen. KOS lists do exactly that. KOS lists breach the code of conduct. They are griefing and they are non-compliant. Because if somebody combat logs and then you put them on a kill on site list, that is witch hunting, isn't it?
Imagine you're an enemy to my faction. If I see you in my space, I can go after you right away, because you're on the kill on site list. So what? You're saying I can kill you once and then I have to wait a certain amount of time?
Listen, you can go after them straight away if that's what you want to do, because being able to commit crime in the game is something which is enabled, isn't it?
Boom.
So you don't have to have justified reason to go after them. But a kill on site list is naming and shaming a player, and it is witch hunting a particular player, isn't it?
No, because you don't do it over and over again. It's not like they're gonna hunt you. It's if they kill on site. They see
but it depends which crew we're talking about here, doesn't it? It depends what crew we're talking about here. Because, like, for example, IED, they hate my crew so much because we beat them in PvP and we've, been BGS attacking their systems, put them into lockdown, all that shit. They will literally hunt any of my commanders all the way across the galaxy now, you see.
Well, there is a reason behind that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They can't beat us in PvP, they can't beat us at BGS. And so they're using a grief list. Hold on.
If you beat them in PvP, why are you doing this in private group?
What do you mean? We're in private group because we're doing BGS. We're normally in open play.
If you're so superior, why are you?
It's only been 4 days. It's only been 4 days that we've been in private group.
So, even it's 1 minute.
How are you in private group? How are you supposed? Right, listen. How are you supposed to dump 900 tons of bio waste in the front of their station in a cargo ship if you're in open play?
Just like EXO, we have a policy: we don't do no BGS in solo or private group. We all do it in open. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dude,
listen. If you want to effectively BGS attack someone, if you want no, but listen, like this is the thing. You say that. Oh, why are you doing it in private group? Well, what's the difference between us BGS attacking them in private group and when they get one of their PC crews to BGS attack an Xbox crew? What's the difference?
Ooh, that's a good one.
None. Exactly. And IED do exactly that. And here's another thing for you. We're in private group doing BGS.
Hold on, you say why don't they just exactly BGS Where's back? The proof? What PC group? I
can't remember the name of them. Hang on 1 second.
Okay, even if you have the name, how do you know that they do it?
Because they've told us that they do it.
Fuck, I
you forget
you a lot of bullshit
and IED
that's not
were allied for a long time.
So?
It was Atlas Corp.
No, that's just silly, dude. That's just silly.
Well, no, they say it themselves. Whether it's true or not, they say they do it. So, there you go.
But you know that there's a physical...
Listen. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Marco. You say, oh, why are you BGSing in private group? What's to stop them from BGSing back against us? Nothing.
Yeah, but there's a...
What your complaint is that we're not playing the game their way that benefits them. If we're in open play, they can use PvP to defend themselves. If we're in private group, they have to use BGS, the same tactic that we're using. It doesn't give us any advantage. We can beat them in PvP. We beat them in PvP every time we engage them. But they can't beat us in BGS. So that's why we are using only BGS, because it means we're able to more effectively attack them. They are just as effectively able to defend themselves by doing BGS. They have access to solo play, private group, and open play, because we're not attacking them in open play at the moment. There's nothing to stop them from bounty hunting, doing missions, all that kind of thing, and they can easily beat a lockdown by doing that. You should know your EXO. Why are they complaining? Because they
we
don't
do it
want
in
to
private
do
or
BGS.
solo.
But listen. Yeah, but this is the thing. Like I say, they don't want to do BGS to defend themselves. They want to do PvP.
Well, they are doing it because
But
you're not winning.
But listen,
Am I wrong?
listen. We are winning.
No, you're not. Shall we check the numbers?
Yes,
again?
we are.
Shall we compare them from yesterday and now? You
I
say
don't know
they
what's
were in
going on,
lockdown.
dude.
They were never in lockdown.
No. Pending lockdown and civil unrest. Because we've only been doing this 2 days, remember?
4 days, you just said. 5 minutes ago.
Look, pending states, civil unrest and lockdown.
Yep.
And their influence is going down.
We'll see.
But
There was some good
as
points.
I say, Marco, at the end of the day, like I say, what we're doing in private group, they are 100% capable of countering or defending themselves against. We're not doing anything
That's
which is
the
an
thing.
exploit. We're not doing anything that's unfair.
No,
Oh,
this is legit an exploit, because in private or solo, if you're undermining or doing any BGS, it should be less effective. Because like you said, they want
Why
us to
should
be
it?
in open. Well, why? Because they should fuck. My English is fucked up. They are supposed to be able to counter you in all the ways that there are. Yet you're hiding from all those ways. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? Yes.
Because we're able to. Exactly. Like I say, like it's not an exploit.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just listening to you guys having
It's
some
debate.
conversations. It's
Well,
probably irrelevant.
Marco's crew, basically Marco's crew are allied with IED, who we used to be allied with as well. But IED have started griefing and things like that, so we're targeting IED now.
They're not griefing.
Dude, we have game clips proving it.
Of them killing combat loggers?
No, of them attacking clean players for no reason.
The combat loggers, you mean?
Dude, I'm sorry, but
Well,
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Marco.
okay.
Or
Marco,
the opposite
Marco,
faction.
Can I say something?
Marco, if
Yo,
somebody
can I say
disconnects, if somebody disconnects or combat logs once years and years and years ago and has paid billions of rebuys since, are they still a combat logger?
Alright, here's a exaggerated example again. Hey, that dude right there is a child molester, but it happened a few years ago, so let's forgive him.
How is combat logging compared to freaking child molestation?
Exactly.
I just had to exaggerate to make my point.
No, don't exaggerate.
You know
It doesn't
exactly
make
what I
a
mean.
point, though. It doesn't make a point, though, does it? Okay. Here's an example for you. Somebody robs a post office. Okay,
Yeah.
they're a burglar, aren't they? They
Yes.
committed robbery.
Yeah.
They do their time in prison. They do 4 years in prison. They come out. Are they still a post office robber, or are they somebody who has served their time and is now clear of convictions?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Marco, mate,
Yeah.
in my work, I work with all kinds of criminals, attempted murderers, rapists, child
Yeah.
molesters, all sorts, yeah? I have to deal with those people on a daily basis. When they come out of prison and have served their time, they are no longer a criminal by law,
Yeah, on record.
because
by
they have
law.
served their time. No, they're no longer a criminal. They are somebody who has committed and paid for their past crimes. They are now clean.
Let me think.
Again, like I
Oh,
say,
so
Marco, mate, these are
can I
things
s-
I know a lot about.
Marco, can I say something? I'm sorry, but like that argument about fucking combat logging is. I'm sorry, but like, does it do nothing but take away fucking ammo from me if you're winning?
It's legit cheating in the game. It's against the rules of the
It,
game.
No,
it
but-
is cheating in the game, yeah. But then
Yes,
this is the thing, though, Marco.
report
This
it.
is the thing, yeah. Marco, this is the
Yeah.
thing. Frontier themselves actually condone and encourage menu logging.
No,
the
they're
only
not. I
difference
can
between
show.
the two-
Oh, I'm so glad
That's
that
on the
you're
forum
wrong.
thread. It's on the forum
You-
thread. It's on the forum
Exactly.
thread.
They do not condone it. No, it's still
They
combat
do.
logging. You
They do.
log
They
out
say
from
no,
combat
They say
to prevent your death.
no. They say that if you are being continually griefed by a player, like under attack constantly, the only way you can get out of paying a rebuy is by going save and quit to menu, and waiting the time scale that is decided by Frontier is suitable for you to exit. At which
You
point
have
it
the
then
link?
saves the damage you have taken. Hang on, it's on the forum thread. Like type in on the forum thread.
That's why there's.
Frontier
Isn't
menu
that why
logging.
there's accounts or something?
Yeah, and like I say, and it saves all the damage you've taken. It saves all of your repair costs and all of that kind of thing. Therefore, you are not getting out of anything which you have experienced in the game. You've got to bear in mind, Marco, they cannot take away a commander's right to stop playing the game whenever they like. Because then they would literally have us slaved to the game, wouldn't they, if they were able to do that? Every game developer in the world would say, once you start playing, you're never allowed to stop. They don't have that right. So they have to give a player a method which is legitimate for exiting the game whenever they like. And that is menu logging.
Menu logging is not allowed during combat. It's exact same thing as combat.
Have a look.
I don't know what thread you
This
see.
is something I'm 100%
Show me
sure
that
of.
thread.
Like I say, don't get me
wrong.
Don't get me wrong, Marco. I don't condone menu logging myself. I don't think it's right. But like I say, FDev have said that it's fine. It's not an exploit.
No, they didn't. I don't.
Hold on. Can I say something? I'm sorry, but look. So if a grief is fucking with some guy that has nothing to do with anyone, right? Constantly, right? So should he? And he can't find out. Should he just stand there to make that dickhead happy? I'm sorry, but like, especially if it's new players, I think new players should be taking off that combat log and shit. Because,
okay,
like,
here's an example. I'm going back in my shieldless Asp Explorer, back to my HQ. All of a sudden, Clogging and his crew, you know, Vale, they 4 cutters. They start interdicting me over and over again. 4 times in a row they interdicted me. They tried to kill an unarmed ship. So what? So what you're saying, I was supposed to menu log and go to private. No, I stayed in open and I got to my station. Why the fuck would I, you know? It's cheating. It's legit cheating.
It depends, Marco, doesn't it? Like say, okay, put it this way. Okay, let's say you have the police banging at your door, saying open the door or we'll kick it through.
Yeah.
How do you get out of the game without getting banned from the game if you're mid through combat? You have to turn the game off, don't you? You have to get off it. How do you get out without getting banned from the Frontier
Go to a
server?
station. Go to the station.
No, you can't do that while the police are banging at your door or while your child is about to put their finger in a plug socket. Don't be so bloody silly. There has to be a method for you to quickly exit a game where needed. And that is save and exit.
It's called high wake and dock. Or low wake.
No, you can't. So okay, you have time to high wake and dock if your child is just about to
You cannot log out while in combat.
You shouldn't be doing it just to avoid rebuys, that's correct. But if you have to get off the game, that's how you do it.
Same with BGS and open in solo or private. No, it should be reduced, the percentage of how much influence you do. That's not normal. Like you said, they want us. They want to undermine us in their way. No, if you do it in open, you can do all the ways. But you prevent them from doing that. Yeah, go ahead.
You get in a fight in real life, right?
Yeah.
The guy runs away.
Yeah.
Or gets the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't the Escorts win?
That's the thing. He runs away. He doesn't disappear in front of me. He runs away. Your words.
Yeah, but
if he would disappear, I was like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, if I could disappear, yeah, you're fighting me. You should still see that's fucking cost us a fucking win because he still made the guy fuck off.
No, I would fucking contact God and I would say, what type of physics is this? You know?
The fuck is wrong with you, Marco?
No, that's pretty much it.
Guys that combat log is just guys that are bitter because
Wall of
you didn't
shame
get to
of
murder
combat
someone.
loggers is not witch hunting. It's not like people say, go hunt him. No. It's like, here, you see this motherfucker, don't fight against him. Don't fight against him because he will fucking combat log. Yes.
Marco, report the thread for witch hunting and naming and shaming and see if it's still there in 7 days' time.
You do it.
Oh, what? So I've got to be the one to set up a Frontier forums account.
You want to prove me wrong? Prove me wrong.
Spoiled the fun for all the salty, toxic people on the game. No, thank you.
Prove me wrong.
I don't have an account on the forum.
Reddit has a big list.
Reddit, Frontier can't control.
Marco, but one thing
still they can see the names of people who posted it and prove me wrong. We'll see if somebody gets banned.
Not necessarily. Well, so you're telling me that if I went on Reddit and I saw Zimarco or something like that, and I clicked on you, I'd be able to see your email address. That wouldn't be protected by data protection law. Is that what you're telling me?
You would either see a YouTube channel or you would see the Xbox profile that posted the
And your
video.
YouTube channel, if I was to click on your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
I would be able to see your email address and everything.
No need to see my email when you can see my gamer tag.
Exactly. No. But I don't know. But that doesn't prove anything. It might not have been you who posted the video. Someone else could have posted it from Game VR website, couldn't they?
Yep.
They have to be able to see your email address and check that it matches the one which is on the Xbox Live account to be able to prove that it's the gamer who done it. Otherwise, they can't punish for it without evidence, can they?
Hold on. I once posted a combat logger on my YouTube channel. Doesn't matter who it was anymore, but the person contacted me. He's like, "Yo, you used my name. That's my name." I'm like, "No, motherfucker, that's your gamer tag. I will sue you for this." So I said, "Motherfucker, before you created your profile, you agreed to terms and conditions, or whatever you call them. You had to agree to this little thingy. And you agree that any video with your name, your gamer tag or whatever, you can even show your real name. You allowed those people to record and use it for any purposes whatsoever. You agreed to that shit when you created your account. This is Xbox, Microsoft policy. Frontier can do anything about it. Maybe on PC,
Marco, mate.
not on Xbox.
Marco, you need diplomas in law like what I have because you are so confused, mate. You're so confused. You don't know rights or anything at all, mate. I don't mean to be rude, mate. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a clue.
Prove them what? Like what?
What? But
where am I wrong? Where am I wrong?
Yo, let me get my popcorn.
So the person who complained to me is allowed to sue me? They can sue me. They will
No. They can't sue you. No. Like they don't own the rights to the content. So of course they can't sue you.
Yeah. Even if their
this
name
is the thing.
on
Like I say, listen. But what they could have done is if they could prove that your email address on your YouTube channel was the same as what's for your gamer account, then they could have reported you to Frontier, who would have banned you within the game.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't want to be uploading those sorts of videos anymore, mate. Because, like I say, a lot of people are becoming aware of this now.
This is the first time I hear about this. No, that's
Marco.
That's stupid.
Marco. It's because 90% of the people who play Elite Dangerous are fucking stupid. I am not.
It's like,
trust
okay,
me.
the guy
I
who
deal
cheats,
with this stuff for a
the guy
living.
who cheats
mate.
in the game. The guy who cheats in a game does not get punished, but people who show it on a list don't fight that guy because he will combat log.
Marco, listen. Let me just give you a little bit of background. Yeah, listen.
Yes.
I've worked for the Financial Conduct Authority. I've worked in compliance law. I've worked in underwriting.
But it doesn't
and
matter.
now I work. I work with criminals day in, day out. Listen, I know a hell of a lot when it comes to compliance, and I know a hell of a lot when it comes to code of conduct and also, like I say, the law. And take my word for it, some of your videos, if they were able to prove that the email address is matched, would have got you a ban in the game, or at very least a message from Frontier.
Tell me a name of the video. Like what? Like what?
Like for like I say, like
you just told
what
us.
you're saying is true. Like I say, I haven't looked through all your videos, to be honest, Marco, mate. I didn't even know you had one up of Lost Great Rex.
I don't know what to say
You
anymore.
just continue doing your shit.
Trust me, Marco. Like I say, there's certain aspects, like I say, of this game where there's what I call a lot of common law going around, where gamers who don't know what they're talking about will talk like they know what they're talking about, and then because everybody just assumes they're right, they take it as fact. Okay, like I say, yes, combat logging is an exploit, but yes, Frontier have condoned on their forums. It was what's his face, QA Johnny, I think he calls himself, confirmed that Frontier are okay with menu logging because there was a massive uproar about it.
It doesn't have to be right
now.
now.
Heard about it?
Never. Like if you got time, please.
Let me dock
that
my cutter and
link.
I'll have a look for it.
No, that doesn't have to be right now. You know, when you got time, please show me that link. I will read it, and if you're right, then fuck, you're right. If it's like that, I will agree with you. But right now, I disagree.
You should get a small ban if you combat log.
Yep.
Oh, combat logging, yeah. But menu logging, like I say, Frontier have actually condoned it. I don't condone it myself, but Frontier have. And there was a massive uproar about it. Like I say, there was people like Rinsler and all that lot just going fucking mental.
I hate combat loggers.
You're in PvP combat, yeah? It's neck and neck. Let's say you're in vet versus vet. You're both on 50% hull, yeah? And then your child is about to put their finger in the plug socket.
Yeah, then it's too bad. Go towards your child, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And there has to be a method for you to leave the game without being banned from the game. There has to be a legitimate method. Otherwise, emergencies and things like that would cause everyone to get banned, wouldn't they? This is what I'm saying to you. Like I say, menu logging, as much as it is frowned upon, like you should never do it deliberately. Do you see what I mean? Like I say, it is for there for
now you change it. Now you say it's frowned
you should
upon.
never. You should no. You should again. Like I say, like you should never abuse it. It's not there to be abused. It's there for use. So, like I say, if the police started banging at my door and me and you are in PvP combat now, I would say to you, the police are at my door. I'm logging off. I've got to go, and I would save and exit to main menu, put my controller down, and leave straight away. You see what I mean? To go and answer my door. Or if my child was just about to fall down the stairs, Marco, I've got to go, save exit, go get the kid. Do you see what I mean? There has to be a way for you to do these things. However, if I'm on 10% hull, you're on like 50% shields, I'm imminently going to die and I save and exit, that is exploiting a legitimate game mechanic. Do you see what I'm saying? So it is something which is there to be used. Someone who menu logs with just cause is not exploiting the game. But if they save and exit to main menu for no reason...
out of combat. The cause doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens at your house. You still log out
and this is why in their code of conduct they say no witch hunting or naming and shaming, because as you've just proven, you are not suitable to regulate or moderate their game. Because you don't see there as any reason why you could log out, which is ridiculous considering you live in the real world where there are a gazillion different reasons somebody could have to leave the game. And you see none of them as justified.
Answer this. We are fighting, just disappear. We are fighting. You click start and you quit the game. Did you just log out while we were in combat? Yes or no?
No, I was just checking me emails,
it's a menu log, yeah. But like I say, this is the thing. There it could have been just reason for it. You never know. I might have had a power cut. Okay. You then go around. Listen. You then go around naming and shaming, saying, "Oh, combat logger. This guy's an asshole. Everyone killed them." Yet Frontier.
If it's not on purpose, if it's not because of if you didn't quit the game because of your doing,
no way of
no way of
you have their word against yours.
Dude?
Exactly. Which
the
is
person
why,
who combat logged, he can still send a message, letting it know.
No, not if he's got no power. He can't.
Yeah, but later on he can.
I'm not being funny.
After you already
you can still send a message through your
combat
mobile phone.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Listen. If player judgment and player condemnation is okay, then you then have the right to not believe that player when they say they had a power cut.
Yeah. Then you can
Whereas
report
Frontier
them and then you
have
see
the
what
information
happens.
to know whether you should have reported them and done nothing else, because Frontier have the information to know whether it was a power cut or not. This is why they explicitly say in their code of conduct, no witch hunting, no naming and shaming. We withhold all rights to Frontier Development's Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, because you do realise when we
because
log
you
into
are
a
not
game,
qualified, you are not adequate to regulate their game. It's their job, not yours. That's it. End of story. There's no more to it. If you think someone's combat logged,
we're not regulating
open a ticket with Frontier, hand it over to the guys who are paid to do it.
So kill on site list is not okay. According to you, kill on site list is okay.
At this point of view,
a kill on site list
just
is
kill
okay
everyone.
if you're using it for the correct reason, Marco.
That's another problem.
You should be using a kill on site list for the correct reasons.
And what is the correct
reason? You see what I'm saying? If you have a faction war going on, or if you have somebody who has repeatedly attacked one of your commanders in your crew, and your crew have decided that he is an enemy of your crew. But if you are witch hunting someone for what you have judged to be a combat log, then you are basically assuming the role and taking rights away from Frontier. That is a breach of the code of conduct, and you will get your own self in trouble with Frontier. Don't do it. Just record it, hand it over to the guys who know what they're doing. Because, no offense, Marco, you don't. You have no evidence to justify any of your claims, and you do not own any of the rights to action any of your decisions.
Well, shit just went
serious.
serious.
I actually walk into something going on here or something?
No,
we're just discussing. No, we're just discussing. Like me and Marco have been in this.
Yeah, it's called a gaming.